It's been less than a week since travel restrictions were announced for BC, with promises of $575 fines for rule breakers heading outside of their permitted health authorities for non-essential reasons. But according to RCMP, not a single ticket has been handed out by their officers, and there's continued confusion of how these rules are being enforced.
We lay out the orders, we lay out the laws, and it's up to law enforcement to deploy resources.
Speaking in Victoria Tuesday, BC Premier John Horgan said implementing travel restrictions is a two-step process. Last week it was announced, and this week enforcement measures will become clear.
We've been working with the RCMP here in British Columbia about where we can strategically locate counterattack type checkpoints to remind British Columbians and to educate them on the importance of staying local. Enforcement tools will be made known later in the week by Minister Farnworth.
Corporal Chris Manceau with the BC RCMP tells City News they will not be doing random checks or stops to conduct travel restriction enforcement related to the new order. Criminal lawyer Kyla Lee believes there are two major reasons police don't appear to be keen on handing out travel fines.
It's going to create so much difficulty for them. The obligation to ask people the reason for their travel and to have to get into those types of debates with individuals, the police are already very tired of doing that. The other reason I think that the RCMP is reluctant to enforce this is the RCMP is really short-staffed right now.
The Public Safety Minister's office told City News in a statement they maintain they're looking at implementing periodic targeted roadside checks only, setting up these roadside checks at logical points near the boundaries of the regional zones as a way to discourage recreational travel. Simon Fraser University's Julianne Piper is with the Pandemics and Borders Project, looking at restrictions and their impacts on the spread of COVID-19. She applauds the effort of implementing restrictions, but doesn't feel the way they're being rolled out will make much of a difference on her daily case count.
I guess a bit of a disappointment that these measures were going to be enforced at a much sort of wider geographical area. Ranging from, Hope to Whistler or Pemberton.
The mayor of Pemberton agrees. Mike Richmond says he's worried the restrictions send a message that their village is open for everyone in Metro Vancouver to come and visit. And as far as enforcement, he says he still has no idea what they should expect.
I can't come up with what that level of enforcement should look like. We're on calls with Minister Farnworth and other officials to try to push for something, but I couldn't tell you exactly what that should look like.
But Premier Horgan maintains answers on enforcement are on the way.
The minister responsible said we'll have enforcement mechanisms in place by this week. We will.
In New Westminster, Ashley Burr, City News.